Hey everybody, Newleaf here, and today we are here to look back at 2024 and declare the top 10 pony games and mods that we have played, but also look at the conventions that I'm going to visit next year because there's a lot to go on. So, let's get started. Let's break open this top 10 with Roblox. Roblox, the Bridalwood experience for ponies, has been such a surprise. Having gotten so many updates, we now even have a winter update, and that really shows that they're this time committed to having something that lasts because it allows you to experience the unicorn universe as an actual unicorn. You get to explore Bridalwood, and they've kept adding more things. We now have Misty, we have interiors of Izzy's house and the tea room. We have events and quests that you can do, so you literally never get bored, and you can just marvel at this universe. Seriously, this is just something that you don't really get to see in any other games because this is sort of an official thing as well, and that really helps it stand on its own two legs because it's something unique and special, and that support really makes it stand out and rightfully puts it into this top 10. At number 9, we have one of the best party games that is still actively getting updates, what feels like every year, and this year has been no different. We've gotten new G5 songs, and I think just about every convention has this. It is, to date, the most famous pony game. I think we can safely say that, because everyone who's been to a convention, even if you haven't been to a convention, you've heard about this. We've made, I think, an episode every single month, and always gotten to sing something different, and it is just such a magnet, such a heart-warming thing to do, and you can do it with your friends. It's just a great way to bring people together and get to enjoy some of the amazing and very catchy songs, and I think there's ways to make some yourself. I haven't done that, but maybe that's something we do next year, but as it stands, this is such a party occasion, and I think they get to party in this top 10 a little bit as well. But let's go to the next one. At number 8, we have Philly Astray, a game that released at the end of last year / beginning this year. A very pleasant surprise. It is a journey that has come to fruition after 6 years. We've gotten to play some of the hard modes this year, and it was really difficult and challenging. And I also got to see this at conventions. It's a game that is slowly getting around. People are starting to know what it is, and it is a fun game. It is challenging. It teaches you about combat. It is it is easy to pick up, but it is hard to master, and I think that is some of the charm. Well, also the environment is very challenging. The many obstacles that are there make it engaging. The game is short, but it is very sweet. It has a speedrunning community that I didn't even know of. And if you're looking for a challenge and just want to test yourself as a gamer while getting to play a wonderful and adorable young pony, I think you should be getting this game. And this game is most certainly going to be getting a spot in this top 10 because this is seriously, if you haven't gotten this game yet, this costs like a cup of coffee to get. At number 7, we have Legends of Equestria, a game that has been through a rough year. It has lost one of its main servers with Europonia, but still we have gotten frequent updates. The community is as active as ever. They recently had a Secret Santa kind of event, and we have a winter update with new socks. We got a Halloween update with custom bosses that we could fight. All of these things really tells us that they're still actively doing and planning things behind the curtains, and that is a good sign. I hope coming year we're gonna see a little bit more stability. It is scary when a server goes down. Maybe they find a way to like fix the finances, but the things that we get to play and experience as players are absolutely stellar. They've gotten better every single year, addressing bugs and issues when they arise, and that is really showing that they're committed to making a great experience for us, and that means we gotta commit them to the top 10 of this year without any question at all. But let's go to the next one, a very unsuspecting game. So, at number 6, we have Empty Who's, a very unique game that takes on a puzzly / 3D adventure. Almost has this sort of Portal vibe going on, where you're doing things like moving around boxes, activating elevators, redirecting lasers. All of those things really make it a very unique kind of game. It is something that we don't have in this fandom, something that doesn't focus on puzzles this much. This is something that happened at the beginning of this year. Maybe ponies forgot about it, but things are still happening. This game is still actively being worked on. And there's also a 2D version of it as well, from what I hear. But I like the 3D version especially because it has this sort of Portal vibe going on. Because if you've ever played Portal 2, it can be sort of scary sometimes. It will almost feel like horror. And they've gotten this done perfectly, this vibe between puzzle and horror, while actively challenging you to be a smart pony and helping ponies escape the factory. But let's go into the top 5. Top 5 begins with Equestria At War, a game that has gotten so many big updates this year. Recently, we have gotten the Daring Do update just as a very, very recent thing. And to this day, this is the biggest fan game project on all of Discord, actually. There's so many people behind it, the quality shows, and the game is super fun. In fact, the game is so good that I've heard many people who, come to Hearts of Iron 4 and just pick this mod up immediately, even though they don't know much about ponies, but just because this mod is so high quality. And it is fun to play, a lot of story elements, and it's also great to play with your friends. Even if you're not good at the game like me, I suck at it, this is still fun and entertaining. They have so much lore going on as well, like if you want to know about all the many kingdoms that are out there in Equestria, this game's probably going to teach you more than the show. And this is a good way to teach history while also keeping you strategically engaged. It's really, really fun game. But let's go into the next one. Zephyr Heights Mystery rightfully proves that a game can improve even if the previous game of their series wasn't so good. They've taken all of the critiques and suggestions to improvements and made them real. This game is much longer than the previous game. It has an in-depth story. You can play all of the main 6 characters. You can explore the vast size that is Zephyr Heights. The place is huge compared to Maritime Bay. And at the same time, you have an engaging story. You have a lot to explore. You have a plethora of mini-games. You have even little side things you can do, like decorating your own bright house, of all things. And that really shows you that they wanted to give us more and better things, and they have so succeeded. If you want to pick up this game, go ahead. It is a bit expensive, I'll say this much, but outside of that, this is an absolutely great time to have, especially if you played the first game and were a little bit disappointed. This one is much, much better. But let's go into the top 3, which begins with Battle Jam Ponies, who have had their grand release at the beginning of September, a 7 or 8 year journey coming to a close for now, at least. They're still making new things, but giving us a first peek at what their game is going to be like. We got to experience the mechanics, got to catch new ponies, got to experience the environment as well, the region. We've gotten to see legendary ponies, which is also fantastic, and I can't wait to see where they go from here. I think they might be close to the second release, if I'm not entirely wrong on the dates, but this is a wonderful game that has surprised me. It has stayed consistent over the years, improved and gotten things done ultimately, and it just proves that if you stay in something for a long time, you can achieve results. And this game has gotten really great. Look at the art style. We have great music. We have adorable ponies. There's even merch out there if you like them. And I really, really see the dedication, the quality, the fun that this game can bring. And I can so see myself playing this for hours. You can even play this on mobile if you didn't know. So get the game. It's also like a price of a coffee. At number 2, we have pony cart mods that have been released this year, both for the DS and N64 by the same person. Absolutely amazing that we have these. Wonderful time with your friends, but also the details. The Pony Kart DS mod alone has added 16 new tracks. The N64 also has modified the carts to be able to reflect ponies, so something like Twilight is going to be super average and all that. And just this level of detail already shows you the quality. And I was not able to decide on which one of these I'm putting in second place, and since they're all done by the same pony, I was just like, put them on the same place, make it really easy for you. And the one difficult thing for me is to like stop playing, because this is a fun time. You can play it with your friends as well. You can have up to 4 people, I believe, and that alone makes this a total party game that a lot of people will be able to play because everyone knows what Mario Kart is all about. But it's time that we talk about the best game of this year, every pony. Hold your horses. Putrid Ponies, without a question of a doubt, is going to be my favorite game of this year. A game that came out of absolutely nowhere, surprised us with high quality art, high quality gameplay, and this only is the first impression. This is like 1 hour of gameplay, and this is the early release. You know those guys are going to be up to something crazy coming the next year. We can see more happening. This is also a single person doing it as far as I'm aware, and that is so impressive. They've also done really well with the horror vibe, creating the sense of dread that the player does not want to move forward, but they have to move forward because otherwise they'll literally get eaten. They've understood that perfectly, creating a great horror game with adorable ponies. Even little details like the mane hanging into your vision, all of those little details make this very immersive. And we are in for a massive ride if they continue with this level of quality to make a bigger game. I'm all ready for it and I can't wait to see what happens. But 3D is difficult, I will say this much. If you've ever done anything in 3D, that can take a long time to do. But if this is the kind of quality that we're getting, I'm happy to wait for it. So we have two honorable mentions. Fallout 4 and Stray were both very interesting games for us. Stray with a pony mod and Fallout 4 getting new stuff. It was interesting to see. We didn't get to do much in those games, which is why they're not on the list, but still they were a good time to play, and we may very well continue Stray at someone if you ponies want. But let's get into the final segment of this. We have conventions next year that I'm looking to attend. Epona Fest, I already have a ticket. PonyCon Holland, pretty much guaranteed that I'm going to be back. UK PonyCon, I hope I can make it. I think I should be able to. Gala is in my backyard. There's no reason for me to not go. Everfree, I'm hoping I can make it because it's during my birthday. That would be one heck of a birthday bash. Anyway, ponies, with that, I thank all you lovely ponies for an amazing year supporting this channel. We're going to have more ways for you to support the channel. Get more merch coming the next year. That's going to be a thing. More on that next year, though. But seriously, I hope you have a fantastic new year. Hope you have great health and everything is going to go amazing and according to your plans coming 2025. So with that, I thank all you lovely ponies so much for watching. But see you next time. Bye-bye. And remember, ponies, new year, new magic, I say.